Big D Entertainment, in association with Dipsy Doodle Productions, presents The Dave Hollhy Hour, brought to you by Trio Jazz Club, Sioux Falls' premier jazz club. Enter as friends, leave as family. Serendipity Studio Gallery and Gifts, Chasers Food and Spirits, Excel Chiropractic, Quality Nails, and the Sioux Falls Arts Council. The Dave Hollhy Hour features Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment Conversations. A true lover of arts, entertainment, good food, and fun times, including an occasional Jack Daniels. Okay, so a few Jack Daniels. Here he is, Dave Hollhy.
Thank you, Zach. Great to have all of you listening along today as we chat with Theater Lab's Nancy Tapken about next week's production of Fool For Love. We also check in with comic Alisha Rayne. She has a show coming up next Thursday. But first, let's pop the cork on this bubbly little show.
Time to grab your favorite beverage, lift it high, and toast it to being Thursday, a.k.a. Weekend Eve.
Hey, the weekend isn't around the corner, it's here!
So long, hump day and your frumpy way. We say hello to Thursdays with opening nights. The weekend is near and we can see the bright lights. Yes, Thursday, you're so hearty, we can't wait for Friday, so a day early, we start the party.
Doesn't matter what you toast with, as we all have different tastes and different times of the day we listen. I'm having my usual, the Jasper Newton, the Jack Daniels Diet Coke for the line. You may be drinking water, milk, coffee, tea, beer, wine, or champagne, energy drink, who knows. Whatever it is, lift it high, toast to dogs. Earlier this week, just a few days ago, it was National Dog Day. Now, our show mascot, Charlie, was regaled here in the Dipsy Doodle studio, as well as within the household. He is a constant source of love for my love and me. He's been part of us a year this Saturday, as we will also celebrate Gotcha Day for Sir Charles Emerson David of Firefly. While it's just been a year, we can't remember a time without him. So cheers to, for us, Charlie, and to you for your favorite dog. The Weekend Eve Toast is brought to you by Chasers, West 12th and Ellis Road. Stop in for great food, great beverages, and fun times. Monday nights at 7, we play Dave Hollhy Hour Trivia. Now, this coming Monday is Labor Day, and Chasers will be open. That means we will play trivia. Now, with respect to the holiday, the theme will be, Oh Baby. Yeah, you get the labor part, don't you? Okay. Chasers, your neighborhood gathering place.
Honorable mention.
So what made Dave laugh, chuckle, chortle, downright slap my knee silly, or even shed happy tears recently? Well, we were lucky enough to see and hear Dual Purpose, dueling pianos with a drummer added. The three of them are good friends of ours, and you hear that drummer each week on this show. Zach Dresch is the voice you hear during the show open and close. Michael Sorensen and Pierce Hoffman, they're on the keys. They've been on the show before. They're great musicians, and their show is pretty much a party front to back. Oh, and by the way, they sing well, and they do have a good time with some humor, because Zach Dresch is also a comic. Speaking of, later in the show, comic Alisha Rayne. In just a few minutes, actor Nancy Tapken on the Dave Hollhy Hour. Serendipity Studio, where every visit takes you somewhere new. The Pathways Gallery exhibit is open through August 30th. This immersive collection invites you to explore the many roads, both real and imagined, that shape our journeys. Wander through stories, colors, and ideas that remind us how art connects us all. And this Saturday, the Atrium Makers Market returns. Discover handcrafted goods, unique art pieces, and treasures made with care by local artists and makers. Whether you're there to reflect, shop, or simply enjoy, Serendipity Studio is ready to welcome you. Visit serendipitystudiosd.com for details. Trio Jazz Club is an intimate music venue in the heart of Sioux Falls. It's family-owned and family-run. Ricardo and Mary Beth and the entire staff provide the art of hospitality, while the best local and regional musicians provide the smooth sounds. It's a great vibe with live music Tuesday through Saturday nights. The chefs and mixologists offer an amazing menu and beer and wine lists. Cocktails as smooth as the jazz. Join the club, Trio Jazz Club, across from the Washington Pavilion. Enter as friends, leave as family.
The Dave Hollhy Hour, like eavesdropping on a great conversation between two very interesting people.
Welcome back, everyone. It is always a pleasure to talk Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment, and I love it when I get a veteran on this show, not just a veteran to this show, but somebody that's been around and knows what it's like to be on stage, what it's like to be backstage, in front of the stage, the whole works. And she decided, you know what? I got all this knowledge. Why don't I put it to use? And I'll have my own little company called Theater Lab. Here she is, Nancy Tapken.
I'm a young veteran, though.
Yes, you
right?
are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because aren't we similar age?
We probably are, yes.
So
probably.
I do have to say that. In fact, I think I might be a little bit older, so you're at least
I'm
a younger veteran.
I'm just a babe in the woods.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, think of how much you still have to go in the theater world then.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Does that
More to be conquered.
Yeah. Does that come up in your mind a lot?
Well, what comes up in my mind more is how much can I squeeze in the next 10 years? Not that that's a hard deadline. You know, I'm just throwing that out there as a what if. But yeah, my brain is really more about how much can I squeeze in of this big list of stuff that I want to do. Yeah. And what will life allow me to do?
I know.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm sitting here at age 62 and we've got 32 hours is what I work now for Citibank so that I can still get my benefits.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here going, okay, do I retire at 65? Because I really could use the time to do all of this stuff, but I still have to have insurance.
Yep.
So there's all these things, but otherwise, I'm with you in terms of, you know, up here in the noggin, there's so many things that are generating as to, well, it would be kind of good to do this, it would be good to do that. So, and
then what comes to the top of the list? Like, weed out all the crap and what comes to the top.
Yeah. You know,
like I want to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so right now that one is writing a play, a one act.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to try next year.
Fantastic.
For the
fantastic
Premier Playhouse.
Awesome.
New works and so forth. So I got that started.
Cool.
I finally started writing a little bit of it. So we're on the go now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what you just got to do. You just got to a little bit every day or every week or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now then we're talking about a play that you will be producing. Theater Lab presents Sam Shepard's Fool for Love. Tell me about the story of this.
Well, so I don't want to give it too pat of an answer. It is certainly about an on-again, off-again romantic relationship. The relationship is pretty destructive. And these two folks are back together again after, I don't know, year and a half, couple years of being apart. He's quite obsessive. She is kind of desperate to get out of this cycle that they've had going on for years and years and years. So that's really where the play finds you. And the play really opens like right in the moment. You know, there's no one walking in a door and prefacing anything. Like the minute the play opens, like you are in it. And even Sam Shepard called this play relentless. And it really is. There's no intermission. It's one of those, that's my favorite kind, like a 90-minute, no intermission. This is probably less than 90 minutes. But, and even Sam Shepard called this play, his own play, kind of scary. So yeah, it's a little darker, as a Sam Shepard would be. It's pretty gritty. There's some adult language, of course. But yeah, from my point of view, it's really about a destructive relationship. And also, I'll throw this out there. And again, you can take it or leave it because this is just Nancy's point of view. But it's also about stereotypes that we assign to people without really looking beneath the hood, maybe. So that's true of these characters. That's certainly true of what's going on in our world at the moment. And stereotypes, I think, can be a a harmful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Literally
for me,
killer.
that's a part of
Yeah.
it too. Yeah.
So you've got that going on. Now tell me, I understand this is going to be a little different for you because you're in this and not directing.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm probably not really a director gal, even though you might think I would be, because I certainly have opinions and I certainly am directorial. But I think I recognize that in myself. I leave the big picture to other people. Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
what part are you playing then?
So I am playing May. May is the one half of the love duo. Aaron Sharp is the other half of the love duo. And then also in the cast, we have Chris Wygant, who is making a comeback to the stage after an 11-year absence.
Wow.
And Jesse Jensen, who, of course, folks know him in the director role, but he is making a comeback to the stage after a 4-year absence of being on stage.
Yeah.
So we have some people coming out of the woods for this. And the other interesting thing I'll throw out there about this production is that Fool for Love is typically cast with 30-year-olds. So this cast all has, 10 to 20 years on that age range, which in my opinion gives it so much more depth, so much more breadth. Yeah, they bring much, much, much more life experience to the context of the play than a 30-year-old potentially would. So I think that's really exciting.
All right. Now, I know that you've had, some good social media thanks to some guy wearing a cowboy hat and roping a chair.
Yes, can you believe it? It's like 1,400 views right now.
That's
Or something
excellent.
like that. Crazy.
And for those that don't know what we're talking about, just go search Theater Lab and what do you want to say? Roping cowboy?
Yeah. We have
cowboy.
So people have learned some skills for this show that they didn't have before. So Aaron Sharp has learned to rope. Chris Wygant has learned the harmonica for his role in this show. So people are, again, learning different things and having different skills. Once this show's over, they can put the harmonica in their back pocket and put the rope in their back pocket and pull it out at will.
I was just going to say, that's the one thing. You hear so many actors especially say that, they'll be asked, well, can you speak Spanish? Yes, I can.
Yeah.
And they didn't know a word of it, but they'll take it on to get that role. And so that is a great thing when you can add to the resume of your acting skills and your skill set.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, Chris will play, on and off in snatches during the show. Yeah. So,
Oh, man. So fun stuff to look forward to,
Yeah.
despite a serious theme.
very serious
Right.
theme, but I will say Jesse Jensen brings it. He is the comic relief. He is hilarious. And he's hilarious because he's so true to the character.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hilarious. Yeah. He's the comic relief in the show, hands down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can look forward to that. But, so you and Mr. Aaron Edward Sharp, how's that work for the two of you? Because you've known each other a long time.
Yes.
You know the styles that you work in.
Yep.
How's that been going?
Pretty fabulous. Everyone is, I don't have auditions yet. I do hope to auditions, in the future for future shows. But at this point, I'm still sort of curating, who I want to work with. And so everyone is in this show, like, for a reason. Aaron is in this show because I trust him so completely. There's some intimacy in this show. I mean, nothing too crazy, but, there's some intimacy in this show. And, Aaron really almost never leaves stage. I at least get a little bit of a break in the latter part of the play, but Aaron and I are on stage for the most part, most of the play. So, yeah, to really rely on that person. And, yeah, Aaron's not in the role by accident.
Right.
Yeah, he's in the role because I just knew my level of trust with him is through the roof.
And talk about somebody that's versatile from comedy to drama. Because you see him in so many things where, such great comic relief. But then, other desert cities.
Yeah. Theater Lab is definitely stretching that muscle for him. And I think he would agree. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And it's just so great to see how people like that will progress.
He's got it.
Just, bring it. And it's like, okay, so I do know one thing, no matter what the role is, that man puts himself into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the chops to go lots of different ways.
That is for sure. So when you talk about Theater Lab, what's coming up? We'll get back to this in a little bit yet to talk about some of the other things, and of course, times, dates, etc.
Yep.
But anything on the horizon right now?
Yeah, I am doing, the plan is to do a little poetry night in October. Super casual, one night poetry gig. I'm hoping to do it at Terrace Park. Actually, not Terrace Park, Veterans Park. So a little outdoor venue. And primarily featuring the poetry of Brian Bilston.
Okay.
If folks don't know him, he also has his own Facebook page. He's a British poet. He's been called the Banksy of poetry. He's kind of political. He can be kind of political. So the show's mostly going to revolve around a curated selection of Brian Bilston poetry, but, throw some other folks in there. And that's October. And then in March, I haven't bought the rights yet, so I probably shouldn't say, but I'm going to do, Theater Lab is going to do Mothers and Sons by Terrence McNally.
Okay.
And that play actually was the first time on Broadway that a legally wed gay couple was represented. So I think that's also a very timely subject, considering, again, the environment that we're in. So, so that's March, early March.
Okay.
Mothers and Sons. And then we'll see maybe something in May, but still TBD. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. So we're thinking ahead.
So we got some plans. Yeah.
Okay. So getting back to this show then, what attracted you to it to begin with?
I have wanted to do this show literally for decades. So back in the day when I was down at USD, they did this show. I wasn't in it, but they did this show. And it's really been on my list ever since then. And, I really, I love the grittier for me, the better. As I say, if I'm on stage, swearing and drinking and throwing things, I'm happy. I love those plays. It just is what it is. And again, May is the character of May is just kind of close to my heart. Again, I think people might look at her and assign a stereotype to her, but there's so much going on with May. She is very, very brave. She's very heartbroken. She's furious. She's desperate to maintain this sense of safety that she's made for herself, which Eddie, in the form of Aaron, Eddie breaks that safety zone that she has made for herself. So just against all odds, May continues to try and extricate herself from a really harmful cycle. So all that appealed to me.
Okay. And the cast that you mentioned up to this point, that's the entire cast?
Yep. It's only 4 people. Yeah. It's a 4-person cast.
All right.
Yeah.
And who's directing?
Whitney Rapana.
Okay.
I hope I'm saying your last name right.
Yes.
Whitney. Yeah. So Whitney's directing. This is the first time that Whitney's working with us. Randy Rude is doing the tech. And
the master.
The master, is doing the tech for us, of which I am always, the minute Randy signs on to anything, I'm like breathing a sigh of relief because I know he'll take care of us. So we haven't had him at a rehearsal yet. He's going to be at rehearsal for the first time this week. There are many, many sound effects in the show. So I am really excited to see what he comes up for. There's gunshot sound effects. There's, shattering glass sound effects. So I'm really excited to see what Randy comes up with.
Where's this going to take place, by the way?
It is going to take place at Wesley United Methodist Church. And again, they're not a partner at all. They're just the location. I don't want to imply that they're a partner in this production, which is at 1700 East 6th Street. It's just about 6 blocks east of Cliff. It's the church that's right next to the mural. So they have a community room, which has a little stage in it.
There we go.
Yeah, who knew? So the community room is where we're going to be at Wesley United Methodist Church.
All right.
Yeah.
And dates, times?
September 4th, 5th, and 6th. So that first weekend right after Labor Day. 7 p.m. curtain. And again, it won't even run 90, maybe it'll run 75 minutes. So.
Well, what I like about it, September 4th, normally in most people's minds, they go, is that like Labor Day weekend? And so Labor Day is on the 1st this year, so it throws people off.
Yeah.
So you won't be taking away from a long Labor Day weekend.
No, but we are kicking off the fall theater season. We're the first one to throw something out there, so I know.
And it's an exciting time when that all starts to click and happen. And I'm already sitting there going, okay, now what's
making your master calendar?
Yeah, I have to. Yeah. Well, because putting on my own production of the Vaudies.
Yep.
I've already had to change one twice.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, geez. Just because of other happenings.
Right, because of other happenings, and also the fact that at one point we had put in an application for Live and Local, and the date that we had chosen would have been one day before it. And so then it's like the date that we had chosen for our production would have been one day before the first Live and Local. And so if we'd been chosen, it had been the first Live and Local, we'd have had to cancel anyway. And so then when an event was taking place on the same date, and my wife said, well, I won't be doing anything for Vaughties because I'm going to be at that show. It's like, well, okay. We'll change the date then.
So no Live and Local at all? It just
we're not
it just
in
has
it.
to wait till next year. Okay.
Yeah, and so then
I've contemplated that as well.
But now you scare me when you said something about October. It wouldn't be Thursday the 9th, would it?
No, I'm doing Friday the 10th.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my plan anyway.
You want somebody to come on, promo it?
Sure.
All right.
It's just a super casual casual one night outdoor thing. But
well, see, we'll have somebody on here.
so you're the 9th, and that's
right.
That's a firm for you.
Yes, and that's at the Icon.
Oh, sure.
7:30.
Yep, that's kind of your home these days, right?
Yeah, a lot. And so if you want somebody from your show to be on that show as a preview of, hey, coming up tomorrow.
A little Brian Bilston poetry. Oh,
yeah.
See, your brain.
Because we've not
your
had
brain's always
poetry yet.
clicking.
Yes, it is. I still need to find somebody that can play accordion that has an open date, a fiddler, banjo.
Oh, well, fiddler, you've got Crystal.
Yes, I would love to have Crystal on the show, but
I love her.
Oh, I do too. But she hasn't agreed yet. Yes. So put a little pressure on her.
I almost thought to hit Crystal up for this show to have a little fiddle in my pre-show lineup, but next time, Crystal.
Yeah.
You're on notice.
You're on our radars, both of them. So watch out. And then looking for, let's see, we've had a juggler, we've had a balloon person, but would love a yo-yo act. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be
and maybe a jump rope and so forth. So.
Well, jump rope. I do not want to misspeak, but I believe Jesse Jensen was the jump rope champion of his elementary school.
Oh.
I'm not quite saying that right, but yes, Jesse Jensen, I'm pretty sure, has some jump rope championship in his background. I'm pretty positive about that.
I might entice him with Cubs tickets then.
There you go. Oh.
Well, thank you. Look at the leads we're getting.
Yeah, see?
This is networking.
Yeah, there you go.
And that, I think, is such a great point, too, is when it comes to the arts and entertainment in this community, we have such great collaboration. You're not necessarily owned by anybody.
Yeah.
You want to be in this show? Sure.
Everyone's kind of a free agent these days. Yeah.
That's for sure. And it's just, it's fun to watch. And that family that you get in a theater when you're in a particular play or musical or whatever you're doing, that becomes just this little family. And then family extends and you keep going to other things. And that's why we're on episode number 289.
Yep. And then you meet their theater in-laws, you know, for lack of a better word. Right.
And then pretty soon it's like, well, I got to have them too. Yeah. And it's just an ever-growing thing. And what do you think has been the key to that?
Willingness, I guess.
Okay.
And, lack of ego, probably. Yeah.
I
would say lack of ego really helps folks not be afraid of, not be territorial or things like that. Yeah. We're even, when you just talk about networking, it kind of reminded me. So we're doing a talk back during after the Friday performance.
Okay.
That's always going to be my intention with Theater Lab, is to do a talk back on the Friday. But, and I always want to try and draw in like a community partner if I can. So actually I have to give a shout out to Sydney Bartunek from, she's going to represent the Compass Center because it does have some sensitive themes.
Yeah.
So Sydney representing the Compass Center is going to have a table at the Friday night show with information if folks think they might want some information. And then she's going to participate in the talk back panel with us as well.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So that's another way, a different way to collaborate, but yeah.
Exactly. And she's just an amazing person.
Yeah.
All the things that she does. Wow. Oh, so you're putting the whole shebang out there. You got
Yeah.
people returning to theater. You've got
Some community partners. Yep. Some good themes that are ripe for the moment, I think. That's probably always what I'm looking to do. Yeah. So, yeah.
all right.
I'm just saying, it's going to be a standout production.
All
like
right.
the talent on stage. And again, it's an older cast. They just bring years and years.
And you said less than 90 minutes, one shot, no intermission.
Yep.
All
You
right.
got it. So easy night of entertainment. But yeah, I think you'll walk away thinking about some things.
Fantastic.
Which is always the point.
So, you've been here enough that you now get a different question
Oh, boy.
at the end. Yes.
Be easy on me, Dave.
I think it should be.
Okay.
What is the mantra for Nancy Tapken? Word or phrase?
I probably already said it on this show. Risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be safe. I don't want to, risk is my word.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it shows.
Yeah.
All right. Nancy, always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thanks
You
for what
bet.
you do, Dave.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
We all appreciate it.
Thank you. And we'll be back with more of the Dave Hollhy Hour in just a moment. This week at Trio Jazz Club, the flavor is as bold as the music. Tonight, it's BBQ and Blues with the Jesse Christian Band. Enjoy smoking barbecue fresh off the patio smoker, paired with smoking blues that hit just right. Friday night, welcome back the Dalton Peterson Trio, performing tracks from their recent live album named Live at the Trio Jazz Club. Saturday, catch something brand new with Keiko Jones, a fresh local group led by Joel Shotwell on saxophone, Mark Romanowski on guitar. Joel Shotwell returns Tuesday with pianist Terry Brooks for an unforgettable night of sax and keys. And on Wednesday, it's time again for the Jazz Jam. Rising stars from the community join their house band led by Dan Heyer for a completely improvised night of music magic. Tickets and details at triojazzclub.com, where every night brings something different to the table.
Ladies, when it's time to give your nails some love, get that extra special treatment from Quality Nails on South Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Manicures and pedicures that look great and make you feel fantastic. Zaya and Tony don't simply provide the service, they provide professional care for your hands and feet. Whether you just want the basics or you're looking for an extra special look with an added flair. Oh, and guys, it's okay to treat yourself too. Quality Nails on Minnesota. Call for an appointment, 605-334-1463.
He's a bit flirtatious, but most of all, fun. Once again, here's Dave Hollhy.
Welcome back, everybody. It is always a pleasure to talk Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment. You know what? If I had a radio broadcast producer, they would probably tell me I had to read that. Well, I'm kind of a one-man band here, and I did write my own contract, and I did write that in there. And I have to say, it's always a pleasure to talk Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment because I'm passionate about it and because I believe. And it's always great to have this young lady in the studio. We were just talking beforehand. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Alisha Rayne, where have you been?
Well, Dave, I've been working a lot. I work 2 jobs currently, but we were just talking. One of my jobs is at Kello Radio, where you used to work.
Exactly.
So it's kind of cool. I'm a producer there, and then I run the website for them. So you can see my byline under my government name. So yeah, that's my day job.
Name,
but then I'm still doing comedy under Alisha Rayne.
Excellent.
All that stuff.
Yes. All right. So Alisha Rayne, comic.
Mm-hmm.
You have a show coming up in a week, right?
I do.
September 4th?
Yep. So a little over a week, September 4th. That's Thursday. That's at the bar off of 6 Mile Road. Some people know it as the Old Alibi.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So they're very excited to work with us, which is really nice for a venue to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And Caleb Sinnen from Comedy Central is going to be headlining the show.
Oh, wow.
And so very excited for that. He's touring around. He'll be in Omaha the night before, or actually Friday night he'll be in Omaha, but Thursday he'll be in Sioux Falls. So we'll get a little stopover from a famous comedian.
That's awesome. Yeah, so it's good that you're doing that again, because you always put on some great shows.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and well, we appreciate it too. You know, people want to go out and they want to go see comics. They want a good time. You know?
Yeah,
they're not. They're going. Should we go try that comedy thing?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. But so. You got that coming up September 4th. Wow. September already. Incredible.
Yes.
So then I suppose you're going to start thinking about the holidays too, and different shows.
All of that stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of things coming up in November. I'm going to have like a comedy game show, working with Jacob Womack for that.
Oh,
and
he's awesome.
Awesome, hilarious, and very excited to do a game show with him. So that'll be fun, and just traveling around. I got some shows booked out of town. So
okay, so tell us about the game show part then.
I was on Zoom Comedy, and so we would do this thing called Jackbox Games, and so you'd try to make funny sayings and the stuff like that. Well, when you do it with comedians, it ups the ante on the funny. So yeah, we're going to be working on that in November.
Okay.
But this show coming up September 4th is going to be awesome. We got Jocelyn Abad. She is a Larry Brinkman winner as well. And then Great Stuff for You. He's produced some shows, and he's a real up and comer. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, look forward to it. Is he going to be in the green thing again?
He is. He's got a green mask, but I think he's funny.
And for God's sakes, don't chew ice around him.
Okay.
Yeah, he railed on me at a show.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so,
all right, maybe we could just edit all of this out.
No. We're going with it. We love it. I've edited like 3 things in 289 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
you're not going to do it.
No, I'm not going to do it. Partly because I'm lazy.
Okay.
So what are you hoping people experience out of this particular show versus, hey, we got an open mic, come on down, but this is something you want people to realize you got some great talent in there.
Yeah. This is a brand new venue, and it's awesome. They are excited to have comedy in the venue, so that's awesome to work with them. And then get back to hosting. I was doing just working a lot, and so it's good to be back behind the mic hosting and stuff like that. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Are you more relaxed when you host?
It's a different kind of energy. Yeah. Like when you're hosting, you're making sure everyone's having a good time. You are focused on bringing the energy of the room up. Like maybe if the energy of the room is too high, like maybe the feature comedian was so hilarious, so funny, but like now you have somebody else that's coming on and they need to pay attention again. So you need to like almost bring the energy down so they can focus. So yeah, you have to like have control of the room and what they're feeling. So yeah, I
read
like
the room
it.
Too.
And read the room.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah,
I know that there are some times where it's like, oh, come on, read the room, kid.
Right.
This is not the place for that.
Yep, we've seen that happen sometimes, but Caleb is so funny, and he's got I would call him like kind of an adorable sense of humor, and everyone's just gonna love him. So it's gonna be awesome.
All right, so we've got that going on, and you're a radio producer now. Whew, yeah, but that actually kind of a lot of this is now going back to your roots, isn't it? Because you did the film school thing, and you've done a lot of that, put things together for people. Feel good to be back in that realm then.
Yeah, I love doing it. I've been doing the producing for Kello Radio, and then I do like the website stuff. And then I've been reading the news. Someday you'll hear me at around the noon hour. You'll hear me reading the news, and I really enjoy that and getting into, talking about what's going on in current events, and like that's affected my humor a little bit. I talk a little bit more about politics, but I'm not here to alienate anybody. I want everyone to have a good time. So.
Yeah. Okay. That's fantastic. Let's go back to, speaking of roots, then what are the roots of your comedy? What brought that about? That you said, hey, I can do all this stuff in media, but
well,
I want to make people laugh.
Yeah, I did start out in film production, and I started doing my own entertainment blog because I was trying to figure out like my place in LA, I guess. And I ended up helping somebody else out with their entertainment blog. And like, as I was helping them, I was like, I can do this. Like, I can do it. And so like, when I do that, like I get super pumped, and I started my own website, like did all the stuff. Like for 2 years, I was like really into doing my own blog, doing interviews on red carpets, producing all this stuff. Like it's amazing what you can do with a business card and Audacity. It's I got into some crazy places in LA because of that. I ended up getting on the red carpet of the Razzie Awards.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that go out to the worst films and so forth. Yeah. The Raspberries.
So, which I mean, I think that's great. I think it's hilarious. So yeah. And that was just like, hey, I need a press pass. So yeah. So I'm hoping to get more back into that kind of stuff. And I think this is
right.
Radio production is helping me doing that. So,
all right. So, a big name that you have interviewed on the red carpet.
On the red carpet.
Yeah. What's your brush with fame on this?
I don't know if like you'd consider them a big name. John Doerr, as a Canadian comedian, I ended up interviewing him.
Okay.
A couple of horror filmmakers, Lucky McKee. My coolest interview, I think, was actually with Lucky McKee, who is this horror filmmaker. He made the movie May. I randomly somehow stumbled into asking him, like, if he was to direct a superhero movie, which one would it be? And his answer was surprising. It was the Fantastic Four. And then he had like really good reasons for it. And I thought that was like a really like genuine and kind of like, just out of the blue moment.
Right.
And that was one of the coolest red carpet.
No bullshit or anything. Just, right off the top, knew what it would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Genuine.
Yes.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was cool. A lot of the red carpet stuff I produced was like horror movie based or stand-up comedy based. And so, yeah, lots of stand-up comics kind of came through.
Right.
Moshe Kasher, who's got some books out now and has been on TV a little bit. What's his name? Josh Fadem, who's been on the background of a lot of, like he was on the Saul Goodman.
Okay.
Yeah. He was on Twin Peaks.
Oh,
he was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Liz Lemon's agent. On 30 Rock. So he was on a red carpet. So yeah, it's just like these kind of cool underground guys who are also just hilarious. So yeah, I've had a couple of good brushes.
All right. So what do you look for? I guess I want to do this in two parts. First of all, I want to hear what you look for when you are watching another comic. And then, of course, what you look for out of yourself as a comic.
What I look for in someone else is so first off, like my humor is not the same as other people's. Their humor isn't the same as mine. Right. So what I'm actually looking for is, can they command the room? Because that's part of it. Like you can be silly and not necessarily have a punchline and still get a laugh. So, do they have good stage presence? Is their punchline funny? Does it fit in with, my sense of humor? And then are they, you don't have to be nice, but are they kind to the audience? Are they
Right.
They're not like yelling at them or just in general being like kind of derogatory. I don't like that. So that's kind of what I look for, like stage presence and then like clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever do anything like, count the callbacks?
Do I count the callbacks? I don't have a whole lot of callbacks. I try. Sometimes I'll try on purpose to put them in my own set.
Right.
So I usually have like one, and it's not in like the, I don't know if correct is the right word, but it's not in like the right place. I think it's just, I just do the callback for my own enjoyment. So
I always think that that's one of the most interesting things I see when I'm watching somebody is, and I don't count them per se, but it's just like, oh man, that was a great call.
Yeah.
Great. And it just, when that happens, it's kind of like, okay, this is not just, somebody up there telling some stories or telling some jokes. They've got thought into this, and it is a process. And I don't think people give comics enough credit for the process that goes into this.
Yeah.
Let's say, because you've headlined, so you've got a headline show, you're going to get what, 45 minutes to an hour?
Yeah.
Okay. What amount of time goes into that time frame on your part, putting it all together from initial thoughts, and obviously some of it's going to go back years and years of, when you first came up with this particular bit.
Yeah.
But, but count those things into it. And just a ballpark figure, what do you think your time is that you put into that 1 hour?
Well, I mean, there's two separate, like, there's like, I'm going to go headline a show, or am I doing a comedy hour? Like my comedy hour.
Okay.
So like for me, just like going to a brewery, headlining a brewery in Harrisburg, or whatever, what's my audience, what's going to fit in, well with them. And so I would say like just in the back burner of like how much material I actually have, I would say it's about almost 2 hours, but it's not
right.
It's not memorized,
right.
It's not tip of my tongue all the time. So I have like, this like chunk of material that I'm working with. And so then when I have like an hour coming up, I'm like, where am I at? I'm in Harrisburg, let me say. So they like the small town stuff. So I'll do my small town stuff. They know about the state fair that's coming up. They like that good kind of small town stuff. Whereas if I was in a city, I would do stuff about dating or, whatever. And you can do both or whatever. But my focus wouldn't be on the small town stuff. If I was in a bigger city, it might just be, I would touch on it rather than it be the focus.
Do you ever come off stage afterward and go, crap, I forgot to add this bit or this bit?
Oh, every time.
Every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Because either something happens on stage where you go in a different direction, or you just run out of time, or it just slips.
Yeah.
Or so it's every time. I forgot this, I forgot that.
So you had talked about being on Zoom and doing comedy on Zoom and so forth, and getting that. Wasn't that quite a bit of what you did during the pandemic?
Yeah. Yep. So I during the pandemic, we were all shut down. I was in Huron, the small town. Some of you may know it, and then immediately forgot about it. But so I was in this small town. I was working during the day, but other than that, there was like nothing else going on. So you're kind of stuck inside. And so, every day I would do like 1 to 2 open mics online. And then they also had comedy shows online through Zoom that you could watch and buy a ticket for and stuff like that. And then I produced my own shows online and promoted them and tried to get people to sit in on my Zoom meeting.
Right. What did you learn from that experience then that carries over to make you better now?
A lot of people didn't like Zoom because it is quiet.
Right.
Yep. So you're on Zoom and you're not going to get that laughter the way you would in a live audience. And people didn't like that. Well, it's actually, you can look at it that way, or you can look at it as like a skill building where you feel comfortable even in the silence.
Right.
You know? So that's how I looked at it.
What's the advice you give new comics?
Just go up there. You can't tell jokes in front of people if you don't actually get up and do it.
Yeah. I always
just
recall
get up there.
when I did some improv comedy the first time that we were doing a show as an improv group, our leader said beforehand, he says, remember, 9 out of 10 people out there would not have the gumption to do what we're doing. They're going to love us regardless. So keep that in mind and forget the 1 out of 10 that hackles or, is just throwing stupid stuff out there.
Right.
And I always think of that, because, the vast majority, would never try it.
Yeah. Well, someone literally said to me last night after the open mic, I wouldn't have the guts. And I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And what the heck, you may die on stage. But you can tell people then that you died on stage. And what I love about that is every comedian, big name, whoever you want to call out in that frame, has had that. They started there.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a magical, hey, you're really funny. Why don't you get up, try this? And all of a sudden they're a star. It doesn't happen that way.
Right.
Yeah. How long have you been doing this now then?
Off and on, I did stand up for a couple years in Los Angeles. That was like 2011 to 2013, couple years. And then I took some time off and then I really started back up again, online through Zoom comedy. So 2020.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you've been building the chops the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been 5 years regularly doing it for 5 years.
What do you tell people when they say, well, what kind of comic are you?
I think I'm a pretty dry comedian. Like I have dry sense of humor. It's a little absurdist and just a little dark. Just a little dark.
Right. Just enough to make you go, oh.
Yeah. I've been, my favorite is Maria Bamford. She's my favorite.
Okay.
I've been compared to Amy Schumer.
Wow.
So that's been more than one person has said, oh, you remind me of Amy Schumer. And I'm like, I guess.
I really just want to be Alisha Rayne.
Yeah. So hopefully that style will come through eventually. So.
All right. So one more time, give us the details on next Thursday, September 4th.
Yeah, Thursday, September 4th.
The Old Alibi, huh?
Thursday, September 4th at the Old Alibi. It's now called The Bar on 6 Mile Road. 6 Mile Road and Veterans Parkway. So yeah, it's got that kind of funky dead end. You have to kind of go all the way around, but it's worth it. It's awesome.
Time, ticket price, etc.
It's they're $5 tickets.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So just come on down. Starts at 8. The bar is open when the bar is open. So
that bar probably, if at least it's like the Old Alibi, probably opens quite early.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Always a pleasure, but you've been here multiple times. There's always going to be some stupid ass question at the end.
Okay.
And I don't think I've had the chance to ask you this one.
Okay.
All right. So, What is Alisha Rayne's mantra? A word or a phrase?
My mantra. Yeah, I don't know. We'll be okay. It'll be okay.
It'll be okay. I like it.
It'll be all right.
All right. Well, this was more than just okay. It was great. Thank you so much, Alisha. Always appreciate seeing you and having you on the show. And continued best of luck to you.
All right. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. And I appreciate being here.
And we'll be back to wrap up the Dave Hollhy Hour in just a moment.
Dr. Perry Langston and Dr. Corey Tooney know excellence is in you. That's why they provide you with excellent care at XO Chiropractic, improving your overall health in spirit, body, mind, and will. Get results the natural way. Arrange a consultation, 605-332-9235 or XOKairos.com. Excellent care for excellent people. XO Chiropractic, located at 4309 South Racket Drive in Sioux Falls.
Never met a meal you didn't like. Here he is, Dave Hollhy.
Thanks again to my incredible guests, Nancy Tapken and Alisha Rayne. Both of this week's guests have appeared on the show before. To find out what they've talked about in past episodes, use the search button on DaveHollhyHour.com. All 289 episodes available to you anytime you want to hear them. And thank you all for supporting local arts and for taking the time to download, listen, and share the show. I encourage you to find your art. Find the art you enjoy. Find the art you're interested in trying. We shall see you in the arts. As the Sioux Falls Arts Council says, together we art. As Art South Dakota says, home is where the art is. As I say, put some art in your heart. Remember, my name is Dave Hollhy, and for me, every day is a holiday.
The Dave Hollhy Hour has been brought to you by Trio Jazz Club, Sioux Falls' premier jazz club, Serendipity Studio Gallery and Gifts, Chasers Food and Spirits, XL Chiropractic, Quality Nails, and the Sioux Falls Arts Council. Stay up to date on the show by following on Instagram and Facebook. All episodes available anytime at DaveHollhyHour.com. The Dave Hollhy Hour is produced in the Dipsy Doodle Studios by Big D Entertainment.
Thanks for listening.